morning. Hello again. This is the second video, and in this video we're going to discuss the future, and we have two ways to form the future, either the future simple or be going to. So in here we will know how to use will plus infinitive and why to use it, and how to use am, is, are plus going to plus infinitive and why we put it, okay? So the formation first. So to form the future simple, we have three cases: the affirmative, negative, and questions. So for affirmative, we use will plus the infinitive. I'll go home. Okay, that's it. It's very simple. That's why it's called the future simple. Okay, so negative, won't plus infinitive, and won't is will plus not. So the only way to abbreviate it is won't. Okay? Or you write will plus not. These are both the correct ways, okay? And the question, will plus subject plus the infinitive. Will you go home with me? Okay, and that's it. So the future with going to or be going to, for the affirmative, I have I, and it takes am. I am going to plus the infinitive. For the still an affirmative, he, she, and it, they take is plus going to plus infinitive. We, they, you, are plus going to plus the infinitive. And for the negative, I am not plus going to plus infinitive. He, she, it is not or isn't plus going to plus infinitive. We, they, you aren't plus going to plus infinitive. So I just negate verb to be in am or is or are, going to plus the infinitive. And for the questions, I start with verb to be. Am plus going to plus infinitive with I, is plus subject plus going to plus infinitive with he and she and it. We, they, you, are plus subject plus going to plus infinitive. Okay, so now we move on to the examples for using will or be going to, and this is only for the form, to show you how we form the affirmative, negative, or question with will or be going to. That's only for the form, not the usages. I repeat again, okay? So future simple, affirmative, he will go to the cinema tonight. I think it will rain. If you succeed, I'll get you a present. I will do that, I promise. Okay, negative, I won't play with my cousins. They won't come tonight, and we won't be able to win the match. Future with be going to, for the affirmative, we are going to read a newspaper. Dad is going to take the train. I'm going to clean the windows. And for the negative, I'm not going to meet Jack. They are not going to clean the windows. He isn't going to play tennis. And for the question, will you attend my birthday party? Yes, I will. No, I won't. Will they drink more tea? Yes, they will. No, they won't. So the last one, will she get the full mark in the exam? Yes, she will. No, she won't. And the last one, is that going to, with be going to, the question, is Dad going to make dinner? Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Are the Browns going to buy a house? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Is the car going to crash into the wall? Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Okay? And now we move on to the usages of will and be going to. With will, we have plenty of things. Like what? Predictions for the future, or sudden decisions, or offers, promises, threats, warnings, requests. And the last one is stating opinions about the future, especially after think, hope, be sure, bet, and probably. With going to, I only have simply two usages. Like what? And what are they? Future plans and predictions with proof. So let's see how we put the usages in sentences. For predictions, like I said, I can use both will and be going to depending on the proof I have. If I have no proof that this action will actually happen in the future, if there is no proof, then I use the future simple. Like what? It will rain tonight. Or he'll be successful one day. We will become great gymnasts. Do we have proof that this is going to happen? Of course not. So if I don't have a proof or evidence that this action will actually happen in the future, I use the future simple. But if I do have proof, I use be going to. Like what? Look at the clouds. It's very cloudy, so it's going to rain. He studied well. He's going to get the full mark. They don't drive carefully. They're going to have an accident. Okay. For the decisions, we can use both future simple and be going to, depending on the time of the decision. Did I make the decision as I'm speaking, Or did I plan that decision? So if I have a sudden decision, we use the future simple. Like what? The waiter is asking, what would you like to eat? And the customer says, I think I'll have chicken. That's a sudden decision. He didn't plan to take the chicken when he met the waiter or when he went to the restaurant, okay? I'm cold, I think I'll put the heater on. So I felt cold, I took a sudden decision to turn the heater on. And the last one, look, that's my bus, I'll catch up with you later. Okay, and planned decisions, we use be going to. Like what? I'm going to visit my grandparents next week. So this is a plan for the future. Next week, I'm planning or I'm going to visit my grandparents. We're going to go to the cinema tonight, or they're going to have a party tomorrow. Okay? We're done with be going to, so I'm not going to say it again in this video. And we move on with everything with will. Offers. Like what? When we offer a service or a help for someone, we use will. We use will. So I'll open the door for you. She'll get you a glass of water. Or we will help the poor this winter. Okay? These are all offers. Offering help or a service. Will. The second thing with will, or this is like about the fourth, to promise someone. To promise someone, we use will. Like what? My dad will buy me a bike after the exams. This is the promise. We will study well for the quizzes. This is the promise. And I won't do it again. I won't do it again, I promise. This is a promise, of course. Next, we have threats. And to threat someone is to tell them you're going to do something bad, or you will do something bad for them if they do something wrong. Like what? If you cheat again, this is very bad, I'll tell the teacher. Okay? And if he steals again, I'll call the police. And the last one, my mom will be angry with me if I forget my stuff again. Okay? Next, warnings. And to warn someone that something bad might happen, we use will. Like, be careful, you'll fall off your bike. Or, take care, the dog will bite you. Or, study well, or your mother will be sad. Next, requests, or to ask someone for help. To request help from someone, and we use will. Like what? Will you help me do my homework? Or, will she close the window for me? Or, will you get me a glass of milk before I sleep? So these are all requests, asking someone for help. Opinions for the future, and like I said, we have about 5 words that always have will after them. Like what? I think he'll buy that toy, so think. I hope she will become very successful one day, so hope. I'm sure the teacher will praise me for the good work. To praise someone means to say good words about them. So I'm sure the teacher will praise me for the good work, and I will always do that. So I'm sure, or be sure. And I bet she will look marvelous at the party. So I bet. And my dad will probably buy a new car next year. So probably. Okay? And now the last part, shall plus infinitive. With shall, I use it with only 2 pronouns, I and we, and it's used to offer or suggest something. Like what? Shall we start the game? Shall I go to the market and buy groceries? And shall we hang out tonight? To hang out means to go out with someone, okay? So we use shall plus infinitive with only 2 pronouns, I and we, to offer or suggest something. Time expressions for the future. There is tomorrow, or in the morning, afternoon, evening, this week, or this weekend, or this month, or this year. And the last one, in a week, or in a month, or in a year, okay? Exercises for be going to and will. So try and get the ones right, and don't forget to check the usage of the usage I used in the sentence. Okay. So have you got any plans for tomorrow? Yes, I visit my grandparents. So is this will or going to? Excellent, it's be going to, and I'm going to visit my grandparents because this is a planned decision for a future plan. Why is she learning Spanish? She traveled to Spain. Think again, what is that? Excellent. Excellent. This is also a future plan. So she is going to travel to Spain. Number 3, we are thirsty. Wait here, I get some water. What is this? This is an offer. And with offers, I use will. So I'll get some water. Okay? Meet a fish. I have some fish, please. Will or be going to? This is a sudden decision, and this is will. Excellent work. And the last one, if you don't take a taxi, you arrive on time. I'm warning him. This is a warning, so you won't arrive on time. Okay? So, thank you for listening. Goodbye.